So sad Erin Krakow is housed. Sad news from Hallmark. Lost into Hope Valley. One summer morning, the gentle sunlight filtered through the living room window, waking me up amid corners filled with "When Calls the Heart" posters, a steaming cup of coffee, and an open laptop on the table. But Erin Krakow's familiar Instagram page. I was longing for a behind-the-scenes photo from season 13, a short message wishing fans a good morning, had not appeared for days. All the news lately has her filming season 13 of When Calls the Heart in Vancouver from July 1st to October 22nd, and also starring in Christmas Above the Clouds with Tyler Hynes over the holiday season. I remember an article that said, "Hearties ask for a wellness check" of When Calls the Heart star Erin Krakow. Fans are worried about her unusual silence on social media. She's been absent from at least 2 cast birthday posts. Very unusual. Yes, we, Hearties, are so sad, as the title of this story suggests. Erin's absence days. I imagine Erin Krakow, despite being a Hope Valley icon, is having a day, just for herself. Not on social media, not checking in, behind the scenes. She could be relaxing with simple games like reading a thick book or watching childhood movies. Taking a walk with her dog Willoughby, the little friend she once referred to as Velcro, super clingy, super cute, in the park, in the gentle sunshine. Preparing herself for the endless Christmas scenes, Christmas Above the Clouds, as a CEO who works a lot and flies to Australia to avoid Christmas but is then haunted by ghosts from the past, present, and future. Hope Valley and her fans are missing something. I blurted out a heartbreakingly fictional comment. Is Erin okay? I haven't seen her online for a long time. Mom, maybe Hallmark forced so many scenes that she didn't have time to breathe. That's when I felt a strange, sad feeling. Why would I feel sad when a virtual friend doesn't post a photo? In my Heartie's memory, each of her posts was a ray of sunshine, a real-life connection between Hope Valley and her fans. And when that was absent, I felt a certain lack of faith. The faith that Hope Valley still existed, was still warm. When real-life activities superior to normal people, but in reality, Erin was very busy. Season 13 was in slow motion, expected to run until October 22nd. Meanwhile, she's also working on Christmas Above the Clouds for Hallmark this holiday season, reuniting with Tyler Hynes after It Was Always You, 2021. Save Hope Valley and fans, this is good news, not bad news. Erin continues to shine, in 2 roles, Elizabeth Thornton and the female CEO who flies to Australia to face a ghost. Something is missing. I sketched out that feeling in a short paragraph. We're glad Erin is still busy, but sometimes you just want a photo, a quick, "Good morning Hearties" text, just to know she's still breathing, still here, among us. I think I'm going to write a little letter to Erin, in case she happens to read it someday. Dear Erin, we're so sad that you haven't posted anything in days. But we know you're super busy. Just one photo would brighten up a Heartie's day. Hope you've learned. And then, finally, the day comes. Erin posts a little story, wrapped up a long day on set. Missing Hope Valley. Here's a snap with Willoughby dog face red heart. Off to prep for Christmas Above the Clouds. Fans, we're coming for you this holiday season. I feel light-hearted. The joy is small but truly contagious. I tell myself, sometimes, just a little bit of truly sincere sharing is enough to warm a waiting community. Seasonal greetings will come, but the connection from a real, imaginary person is truly magical. Letter to Hope Valley. That night, after Erin's short story with Willoughby and the words, "See you this Christmas," I decided to write a letter. Not to send it, just to myself, like a whisper to the Hallmark world and the characters who have warmed my heart for so many years. Dear Hope Valley, I miss you. I miss the feeling when Elizabeth stood looking at her students with gentle eyes. I miss the scene of Nathan leaning against the carriage, confused but sincere. I miss the church bells, the wooden bridge, the dusty roads where everyone believed in hope. But most of all, I miss Erin, the one who made Elizabeth more real than imagined. When she was silent, I suddenly understood. Sometimes the heart doesn't need a reason to remember, it just remembers. Because it loves. To the person who played Elizabeth, the one who lit up the whole town of Hope Valley. Thank you for being there, even though sometimes you can't be there every day. I smiled as I folded the letter, then carefully put it in a small wooden box shaped like a heart. It was my Hallmark memorabilia box. It had last year's Christmas movie tickets, prints from a live QA with the cast, and some fan art I drew of Erin and her dog Willoughby standing in the middle of a snowy night. Christmas in the midsummer. A week later, the news broke. Hallmark Channel officially released the first trailer for Christmas Above the Clouds, with the hypothetical Vietnamese title, Christmas Above the Clouds. Erin Krakow plays a female CEO who runs away from the holidays. Tyler Hynes plays a mysterious pilot. The trailer opens with Erin's warm voice. I used to think that if I just escaped to the sky, I would avoid the unexpected. But Christmas always finds its way back, no matter how high we fly. There were also some fantastical scenes. Erin in a bright red coat, standing in a vintage plane flying through the snow. Tyler smiling as he picked her up from a deserted airport in the middle of a foggy mountain range. The two of them standing on a mountaintop, holding hands as the twinkling lights of Christmas ghosts appeared. I jumped out of my chair. I was overwhelmed, not just because the movie looked gorgeous, but because Erin was there. She was back. The screen, the smile, the eyes, everything I loved. Fan comments flooded social media. Oh my god, Erin is so beautiful, like a Christmas dream. Anyone else get the "it was always you" vibe? Tyler, Erin is so destined. Is this Hallmark's gift to make up for the silence over the past month, loudly crying?